important topic for understanding actually. If you are trying to, applying for fan companies like Facebook or LinkedIn or Google or Meta or something like that, then they ask, no matter whether you are applying for which position, they will ask you the question from the kernel only. Very important. Everyone has to go through this. Okay. So kernel is very important. So yeah, this OS image. How do we get it? So you need to understand what OS image you wanted. So OS image, something like a Windows OS image. Linux, we have a CentOS, we have Ubuntu, we have RHEL. So many operating system flavors we have. So these all are Linux. This is a Windows. So you can download the OS image from the internet also. So let's say, how do we download the OS image from the CentOS? So just put it up here. Download OS CentOS. Enter. See. So this is a version 7. Okay. And you should go for this architecture because your laptop. This is mobile, for mobile architecture, ARM. This is a IBM related one, and this is also a mobile one, and this is the older architecture which you hardly use it. So this one we are using. Any places we see x86 64 AMD, that is your architecture which we are using most of the time in your laptop. So this is the 7. If you go for the 8, you have 8 also. So somewhere you'll have a different versions you see here. Different versions. 8, 9, 8. I think 8 has come. I know that. 7 you have 6. It got deprecated. So like that. So download this one. It's a 4 GB file actually. Okay, if you download this, click on this, you'll get a 4 GB file. Okay, so I have these files. Hyper-V, where is this? Somewhere. So Ubuntu download. Let me show you here. Here. So if you want Ubuntu desktop, just like UI also you want, then go for this one. Or server edition if you want, then without a UI, you can go for this one. Without UI, without console. So most of the time you use the server one. So desktop will be, I think, 4 GB. Server will be 1 GB or something. So let me show you that some of the files which I have already downloaded and I kept it because it's a time consuming things I cannot do in front of you. So I'll just show you this. Where is that? Software. And here you see VM. So this is the 7 DVD version, minimal version. This is a Windows actually, Servers 2016. I downloaded from the internet. This is Ubuntu 20 and 22. This is also Windows version. So you can download and keep it as actually. You see the size of manual version is almost 1 GB and the desktop version is almost 4.5 GB or something. So far so clear guys, all of you? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
CentOS
so now
CentOS is Red Hat version, right?
So Red Hat is one company. They release 2 types of Linux variant. One is Red Hat, which is a paid, and CentOS, which is a open source. So go for the CentOS because that way you learn many other stuff.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay,
perfect.
so CentOS I have it. So you will keep it downloaded. It's time consuming, so I'm just not doing in front of you. So good. After that, how to create a VM? How to create a VM? So guys, this process you have to look at it very carefully. How to create a VM? So let me show you here. I'm creating one VM. So for that, what I'll do, I will go ahead and here I will say add machine. Add machine means if you have a VM in a packaged format, then you can do that. But I am not adding it. I'm creating a new machines. Or here file also, new machines. Okay, and right now my target is CentOS 7. What is the month? It's a November, right? November. 2022. And this is the place where it will be created. So I have no issues because in this laptop I have only one drive, so no matter where I store it, that's hardly matter. Now here you have to select whether it's Linux or Windows and all. So of course Linux, and which version of Linux. So it's here you have to select which version of Linux. So mine is from the Red Hat family, 64-bit. That's all. If it's Ubuntu, then you'll have to select the Ubuntu 64-bit. If it is a Windows, then you know that I don't have to teach you again and again like this. So you know that the moment you select Windows here, then it will come. So this Linux and Red Hat 64-bit next. Now you have to select, okay, memory size for it. By default is 1 GB, but right now I want to make it for 4 GB. So 4 GB RAM I want to give it. By the way, in my laptop I have a 16 GB RAM, so I'm okay with that 4 GB RAM. So next, now you want to create a hard disk now, or you want to add it later, or do you want to attach to someone? I want to go with create a virtual disk now, which is 8 GB. This one I can change it after that also. Create it. Now, what is the, so when you create a disk, what is the format? So VDI, VHD, VMDK. There are some pros and cons for each and everything. So right now I'm not getting you lost on what type of hard disk you will create. If you have an interest, you can type VDI versus VHD versus VMDK and all in Google and just try to search for that. But right now I'll go for the VDI, which is a virtual box itself supported one. But if you're using some other variant of hypervisor, VHD will work or VMDK also will work. Next, so you want this size to be dynamically allocated or fixed size? I want to dynamically allocate it. That means as you grow, you will grow that size also. Now here you are setting up the 8 GB. You can resize actually. This the VDI will be stored here actually. This is the locations. So where is the things? So I want to increase it. I want to make it 40 at least or 30 at least. 30 is okay. So 8 to 30 GB and create it. So this VM has been created, but you have not loaded the operating system. So this is the VM which I got it. Okay. So any questions so far? How to create a VM?
No, all good.
Okay. Now guys, how to load this operating system? So you have to remember the path of ISO image, which I know that very well. And then here you have to click and go to the setting button. Okay. Now in the setting button, where do you load this ISO image? So you have to go to the storage. Okay. You have to go to the storage, and you see that there is a controller ID empty and controller SATA, which is a VDI which I created, which is a 30 GB. So this I click on the empty. Guys, please focus on it because many times you lose the time, and I see that many people say, hey, I don't know where to click and this, that, and all. So I click on the storage and then empty, and then here this disk button, you go for it, click on it and say choose a disk file. Disk file means ISO image, and here this is mine, so I'll go for simple one, which is a minimal one. Why I'm going for the minimal one? Because it will consume little less time, and the same time I need a minimal one actually. So this is the DVD, this is the minimal one, server edition. Click open. I map this, you see empty to this one, and click OK. That's all. So now I have a bootable device attached to it. That was the process for creating a VM. So I created a VM, attached the bootable device, which is ISO image, which has operating system, and then click here and then click on the start button. That's all. Now I will follow a little bit of this. UI is a little bit tedious, but it's okay. Over the period of time, you'll get a habit of it. It's all habit, which will make sense. So here, do you want to test the media and install CentOS 7? No, I don't want to test the media. I want to install the CentOS 7. Why? Media means that bootable device, which is I don't have to test it. Why? Because I have already used multiple times that ISO image, and click install. So these all things you can disable it. Let me. So now it started loading all the stuff. Yeah. So keep reading that. Just it is a 5 minutes of activities, not more than that. See here. So guys, understand that. Hear me out again. Can you see that? Where is my cursor? Can you see?
Yeah, on the right control.
Always remember this keyword, right control. Understand that when you click inside this area, then you lose the access of mouse and you'll not be able to use it outside. So right control will help you to come the outside. So here I'm clicking inside it and see I'm not able to click outside anywhere. So that is the problem. So when you do the right side of control, then you can release that and you can click here, right? Like that. So this is what it happens. When you click inside it, you lose the control. So let me go inside this. Uh, I'm playing with a tab. I repeat, I'm playing with a tab. So just a second. Sorry. Oh, what I'm doing. So I'm clicking with the tab. See, continue and click enter. Okay. Are you sure? What I'm doing? No, no, no. See. This is the problem which you have. Quit. Continue. Yeah. Continue. I click on the continue. Yes. Now after this, I know this is the not user friendly, but you just a matter of getting a habit. Don't come out of it. And there is one area which you just focus on it. Installation source means where is your source where you want to install it. So local media, and then here this is not coming well. I wish I could, you know, let me control right control. I can show you little downside, but there is a installation destination. Do you see that somewhere here? Installation destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to click actually, and you have to go there and click enter. I repeat, enter. Okay. And here, leave it as it is. Don't add anything as such right now, and click done. Enter the done. Okay. So here mouse might not work sometime. So you have to play with the keyword and tab and enter and like that. So now I want to make sure that I am on begin installation. So enter. Yes. So what happened? I clicked on something else, I guess. So I'll close this. This is a little bit irritating, I know that, but you have to do that. I'm using the tab. I click somewhere else, it's going that place. My mouse is creating a little trouble for that. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to close this, but my mouse is not going there. I think the best way, rather than losing the time, I'm going to restart this. So power off, and one more time. I'll tell you that how to do the permanent fix. First, let's understand the frustration while creating it. After that, once it's created, you will have no problem actually. So I'll tell you. So I'm playing with the more time with the tab this time. So install CentOS. Now you understand the frustration. So now you will play with the tab and very effectively you can get it worked. So keyword is should be used rather than mouse first time. But after that, there's some additional tool has to be installed to get the mouse working effectively. But right now it's not a focus area. So this time I'm playing only with my keyword, and you see the same option. I will select and continue. So
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.